What's up, weirdos? So we are going to do our final Not Scary Farm announcement. We finally have all of the mazes and scare zones.
Yeah.
This makes me so excited. Just 2 more weeks away and Not Scary Farm has started. Opening night is in 2 weeks.
Enlighten me.
Okay. So we're going to start off with the returning mazes and scare zones. The returning scare zones this year is Carnival, the clown one, Ghost Town Streets, the Hollows. Now the returning mazes this year, we have Trick or Treat, Lights Out. I know we talked about it in our last announcement that we were hoping Trick or Treat came back, but not with the flashlights. But they're bringing this flashlights back. Another returning one is Paranormal Inc., which is the haunted one where it's like you're doing a ghost hunt and then stuff goes down the south. You somehow enter into the spiritual realms. So what's another returning maze this year, Leslie?
Dark ride.
When I found out the announcements, and they just announced the new ones, and I'm like, where's Dark Ride? Are they not gonna have Dark Ride this year? They're gonna have Dark Ride.
I mean, what else were they gonna put in that?
I don't know.
Like nothing else really goes with that place.
True.
Samurai one.
Yeah. Shadowlands is making a comeback this year. I've seen videos, it looks like they're adding a little bit more to it this year. So I'm kind of excited to see what they added onto it. Also returning this year, which we didn't experience it last year because the line was just too long. Maybe we'll try to do it this year, is the Special Ops Infected, the laser tag zombie thing. Everyone I hear, it sounds pretty cool, so we might, if we have time to, we'll go try that one out. Also returning this year is Red Barn, which surprised me a little bit because not many people liked Red Barn from last year. I would say that one and Tooth Fairy was probably the least popular mazes last year. And I know I said it in the last 2 announcements that we weren't going to see any Halloween overlay for the log ride or the Calico Mine Train. I was right about the Calico Mine Train, sadly, but it was announced that the log ride is having the Halloween overlay this year, which shocked me because I was told that they weren't going to have it this year because they had some problems last year. But I'm excited because I was kind of bummed that they weren't going to have either, but I guess they're going to, so we'll have to ride it. And then lastly of the returning mazes this year is, no surprise, Pumpkin Eaters, because of the hollows. Also, the Hanging is also making a comeback this year, which is there every year, the comedy pop culture show. So for the more exciting stuff that's happening this year, we'll talk about the new stuff this year. So it's off with, we've already announced this earlier this year, that the return the new scare zone, Forsaken Lake, which is going to be by the Silver Bullet area where we showed in our last video. If you haven't seen that, check it out up there. We go through the park.
I want to check it out. Grabbed it, I looked at it. Okay, I'm put back.
If you haven't watched it, we go through Knott's Berry Farm and start talking about the mazes and the scare zones in that area, in the park. They also announced that every so often, they're not giving a time frame or how often it's going to happen, that there's going to be like some special...
Oh, they're going to come out of the lake.
Maybe. I'm not sure because they haven't gave any word on it. But they're supposed to have like special, like extra, almost like mini shows throughout the scare zone.
Yeah, they're going to come out of the lake.
You think so?
Yeah, they are. Damn, that's dope. If they don't do that, we're not going.
It's already on our list.
I'm kidding. But no, seriously, if they made a freaking scare zone called Forsaken Lake, what do you think about the lake? Like the first thing that pops into your head, something coming out of it, because it's a lake, it's water.
Maybe.
So if they don't make something come out of that water, I'll be damned. Get it? Because water is a damn.
Damn, that was a good joke. The other new, but I don't think it's new because I think they've had it before, is in the Mexico pavilion that they have. They're going to have a dance floor. We've talked about this where they have like a DJ and it's a dance floor. Last year they had it at a scare zone, but I felt like the year before I think they had it as a dance floor. We might check that out, but we won't spend much time in that area.
We're not going to boogie with it?
We can boogie with it for a little bit, but we're there to get scared, not to boogie with the ghosts.
I won't boogie with the ghosts. So
on to the new mazes this year. The first one is called Dark Entities, and it says that it is a teleport beyond Earth and into a realm where the darkness is absolute in the depths of space. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of aliens in this maze. I've never been through a maze with aliens in it, so I'm kind of iffy on this one. I'm kind of excited to see what they will do to make it seem pretty scary. You're supposed to read the next maze.
Oh, well, it's
I'm not done reading this
but
one.
It's because, okay, you said, I have a feeling that it's about aliens, but literally the next sentence it says an extraterrestrial mutation.
So not aliens?
If you read a little further, you would have actually been right. You wouldn't have to said, I think.
I guess I'm right.
Breaking news, I'm right.
So, as Leslie said, an extraterrestrial mutation has invaded the station, and it's on the prowl for the new host. The unearthly inhabitants' force increases as it feeds on its unwilling victims. Escape the dark entities before its deathly forces eliminate all living form aboard the station. There's no way to escape when time is running out. And this maze is taking place of where Tooth Fairy was last year. The next new maze this year is called The Depths.
So it says a heavy fog drapes over an abandoned port village where ancient creatures lurk inside the pitch black underground caves hidden below the seaside shores. The Night Watch mining crew has mysteriously disappeared, and village rumors point to the eerie tunnels the town sits upon. Myths of the terrifying horror that lurk within the cave have often been whispered but never confirmed. Did the crew meet their demise at the hand of vicious creatures that live within the cave? Journey into the ominous caverns and follow the crew's path into the depths. Discover if the superstition revolving around the cave is true or not. But be warned, all who have entered never resurfaced.
That's a long story for this maze.
It really is. I kind of got...
This haunted house is in the place of where voodoo was. Let's go on to the new shows. The show lineup is pretty good this year. It made me excited because last couple years it was just The Hanging and Elvira, which Elvira is not making a comeback this year because she retired last year.
What?
It was like a singing show, almost like a Rocky Horror Picture Show kind of thing. So the shows that they have this year, the new shows, one is called Conjure, which is supposed to be a comedy magic show. So, and another new show that's happening this year is called Hacks. It says the unique, twisted, improvised comedy antics of Hacks returns to Not Scary Farm with a brand new show of the Charlie M. Schultz Theater. which is where Elvira was last year. This time around, they have taken over a rundown movie theater, and with the helps of the audience and lots of B horror films, they create on the spot a Halloween show that will have you screaming with laughter. So it just sounds like an improvised show. What are you most excited about this year?
The Forsaken Lake shows.
The little mini shows?
Yeah, I really want to see someone come out of the water.
Don't get your hopes up.
I'm dead ass.
Well, we know if there's no one coming out of the water, Leslie's gonna say Not Scary Farm was a fail this year.
Yeah. How? Come on. Make use of the water. But then again, I don't think they will, because now that I think about it, that water is fishy. Kidding, because it's fishy.
The things that I'm most excited this year is Dark Ride again, and I'm
No, it has to be something new, not something old.
Fine. If it has to be new, it's gonna be the Depths Maze. Because I don't know, something about that maze sounds pretty cool, so I'm excited. Well, that's our last update for Not Scary Farm till we go. So stay tuned for our video of Not Scary Farm when we actually experience the scary farm. I hope you guys liked it. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more adventures. Also check out the links at the end of my video for more of me, more of my adventures, and where to find me on the social medias. Okay, peace out, weirdos.